Hello, this is a video of my new 2016 Triumph Bonneville T100 Black. This is a brand new bike purchased in January 2016. I believe it's the last, 2015 is the last sort of production year for the T100. But if they're made after a certain date, if they're manufactured after a certain date, then they have to be sold as 2016 models. And that's why this is the 2016 T100. They've all been replaced, as you probably know, with the newer water-cooled T120. So this is a bike that's appealed to me for a very long time. Before this bike here, I'd purchased many other bikes, but I'd purchased the Suzuki TU250 in silver and then in black. And basically, what I was trying to do was really mimic this bike here. I had it in silver, and I really wanted to create the T100 black, the Bonneville. So when it came out in black, I bought the black one. From Japan, I'd ordered pipes which looked very much like this pipe here. Actually, I still have it, and I will probably sell it separately on eBay. And really, this is the bike I was trying to create. But anyway, I was able to afford this bike, so I did purchase it in the end, because I knew it was sort of a now or never with them now being discontinued. If I didn't purchase it now, then it would always have to be a used bike that I would get, and so anyway, I purchased it. I wasn't quite ready for the T120, the new water-cooled bikes. I thought I'd let them work out a few of the kinks. With their few years of production, they can work out a few of the kinks, so refine it a little bit, maybe increase the horsepower, and then maybe in 3-4 years time I might trade it up for one of those if I think I need to. Otherwise, I'm probably just happy with this bike here. But the the Suzuki TU250 was a absolutely excellent bike. It actually haunts me since I've sold it. That's 4 months ago. Every time I think about it, I wish I still had it. It was such a nice bike, such a sweet bike, sweet to ride, very nimble, very excellent handling, and it was very much like a bicycle. Once I had both cars in the garage, I've got my Jeep here and then my wife's car here, I could actually weave it through I could weave it through in between both cars and put it into its spot right there. In fact, it was so light I could pick both wheels up, and sort of put it into place. And it really did feel like a bicycle. I was so much confident riding that bike. No matter what weather conditions, I could ride it. And if if anyone knows Northern Ontario, I was riding it all the way up until November. In fact, even in December I was riding it, which is unheard of. But the weather was cold here, but it hadn't started snowing. I mean, I would love to get on this bike now. It's currently April. It's currently April here in Northern Ontario, and this is the weather. Yeah, we're expecting 20 centimeters of snow today, so I just can't get on the bike just yet, so I'll just look at it as much as I can. There's my cat wanting to get out too, but anyway, right, I better close the door. I don't want you to chop your head off. You can get back in here. So anyway, what have I done to the bike so far? Well, I've taken off some of the stickers from the bike, the warning stickers. Those have been taken off, and if you see my other video, I installed a center stand, and I give a bit of a hint on how to install that center stand. What I've also got is what I had on the TU250, which came as standard, was these helmet holders. So what I've got here is these Triumph Bonneville helmet locks. This is made by Sato Racing, and you sort of buy the left one or the right one depending on which side you want to hang your lock on. I bought two here because they have a package that if you buy the left and the right, so if you're thinking of having a passenger, a pillion, then you'll need two. So if you buy the two together, then it's in fact the same key that fits on both. So that's good. So if you know anything about the T100, you're going to know you have a lot of keys just for one bike. First of all, you have your key to start the bike. Then you've got a separate key which is for the steering lock. You'll have a separate key which is for the fuel tank, and you'll have then a separate key which is for the helmet lock. So you're looking at 4 keys for one bike. Okay. Which they've changed obviously in the new T120. I believe it's one key, and they even have a lockable. So when you lift the seat up, that takes a key as well. So I don't think they have a helmet holder, a helmet lock on the T120s. But anyway, so here's the new T100. I'm really itching to get out on it. I think the temperature here in Northern Ontario is going to be a little bit better next week. So by that time the snow will have gone, this road will have been cleared of the salt, and I can take this out for a bit of a ride. Okay, so I've added those helmet locks on, so I'll just show you that. Here's the keys. Oh yeah, so just a good thing to note is on the internet I bought this keychain. So as you know, that what I've read, I haven't ridden this bike yet, but from what I've read and the reviews I've had, is that when the key is over here, you do get a lot of the keys dangle and they scratch along here. I've got a ignition relocator that's on order, and it will put it down here, actually, in fact, on the other side, so that put it over here, so that the key lock, the steering lock, and then the ignition are both on the same side. But for now, anyway, that'll probably be next winter. I'll do that, and I'm also relocating I got the kit to relocate the rectifier as well. But these are all common things people do, and there's a lot of videos on on YouTube on how to do that. But for now, I've got this key ring here, and this is quite a special keyring. It's a company called Koda, Koda, and what it is that when it's closed like this, as you can see, this will be in the, it's locked like this. Sorry, this will be locked like this. The key is going to be in the ignition, and this is the soft key fob that comes with Triumph. Of course, this is very soft. It's not going to scratch the any paintwork. But once this is in the ignition, if you look it up and then watch their promotional videos, I think a couple of years ago they were doing crowdsourcing to raise money to develop this product, to develop this idea. And now they're a fully fledged company, and I ordered it from their website, and it's not very expensive. But once this is in, this doesn't wiggle around, it just sort of stays in one spot. And even if it does touch something, it's a very soft surface. So, and you can store as many keys as you like in there. Okay, so that's that. So here is the helmet lock, made by Sato, or sold by Sato Racing, or made by Sato Racing. So it's very simple to install. You just undo this bolt and undo this bolt. So put the bike on the center stand, or and do one at a time, one side at a time, if you've ordered both sides for the helmet lock. And you take this off, and then you put this on. You put a washer on over here. You then put a washer on over at the bottom, so that they're both, it's still level, one's not sticking out more than the other. And then you just put these nuts back in. And over here on this side, at the back here, over here, you put a nut in, and you tighten it over here. And what this is with the weight of the helmet on here, it doesn't make this all slide up, so that this comes down to here. It prevents that from happening. This here touches against the little bar here to prevent this from being pushed up. Well, as the weight pushes this down, this screw prevents it from moving down. Okay, and that's all it is to it. It's about 10 minutes on each side, and you get that done. And like I said, if you order the left and right sides together as a package, or the same key fits them. So over here I have the key. I put that in here and turn it, and you can see that I can put the helmet strap in there and then close it. And if I use the same key on the right hand side, okay, you can see there, I can use the same key on the right hand side as well. Okay, so that's one less key I already have now for one motorcycle. For one motorcycle I have one ignition key. I have this one here, which is the helmet lock. This one here, which is the steering lock. This one here, which is for the gas tank. And this one here is for my stash holder. So something I saw on Twisted Throttle website is the little box here. This is where the license plate's going to go. A little box where you can, of course, the once the license plate's in there, this little box here, and you can turn your key like this, and inside you can store your registration and license plates documents. And it has a little waterproof sleeve there, and it has this little foam sort of pad to make sure everything's not sort of moving around. It just holds everything in place. And then you just close that, and everything's out of sight and locked. So that just adds another, well, if I've got 4 keys for the motorbike, another 1 key for this. Okay,